the Cardinal King here, inviting you once again inside the Cardinal Cave. And today we're going to be testing Midjourney V4 and showing you a couple of cool little tips and tricks along the way. So join us on this magnificent journey. All right, guys, I've got a couple of things here already set up just so we can go do this quickly and run this thing through its paces. So I've got these modifiers here that I'll be showing you what they do along the way. I've got 3 different prompts to put V4 through its paces. And the first one is a painting of the Guyver by artist Noriyashi Orai. CG Society, Dark Synth, Sci-Fi, Synthwave, Detailed and Intricate, Cool Color Palette, V4. So, if you don't know Orai's art, he's fantastic. He did a lot of work for Godzilla. He did a lot of work for Star Wars in the Japanese market, which is awesome. I mean, look at this poster, right? He did a lot of work for Metal Gear as well. I think he did one of these little panels for every single game, which is awesome, by the way. He's a fantastic artist. He unfortunately passed away a couple of years back, so we will honor him by making this diffusion. Look at that. He even has one for Rampage, the old Game Boy game that turned into a movie. But anyways, so the thing that we're asking this guy to input is, or output for us, is a painting of this guy, which is the Guyver, who's a anime manga from the 80s. When I was a kid, I remember that this guy had a movie, an American movie, which is really weird for an anime character to have an American movie, but it was there. They'd show it on TV all the time. And when I ran into this piece of artwork, it immediately made me think of the Guyver. So that's why we're doing that one. So people asked me in my last video, which you'll put the link up there by if you click on that little circular eye on the corner of the video, if you can train Midjourney to have the same, like a training set as just like Stable Diffusion. And the answer to that is no, is the short answer. The not short answer, though, is that you can show Midjourney reference images by copying the URLs of these images, which are all by Orai, right? And plugging them in before your prompt in Midjourney. So you can kind of cheat it that way, right? So that's exactly what we've done. We're going to grab this prompt right here, right? And we've already entered the URLs right here for those images. We're going to go ahead and plug in our prompt and then V4 at the end so that it does the V4 on it, right? So we'll plug that in and let it do its magic. And here we go. This is what it came up with. These are way better than the V3 outputs that I remember. The colors are pretty spot on. It understood what the Guyver was, right? Because it kind of gave us the little metal in the middle. He looks like a gnarly Venom type dude, which is kind of what the Guyver is. And yeah, I'm very satisfied with these. These are awesome. Let's do another quick little test here. So we want and I'll read the prompt out loud to you guys here in a second. So I want a painting of Seto Kaiba, a fine art painting by Julie Bell, another fantastic artist. She's an American artist. She does a lot of Magic the Gathering cards. She has a very interesting story, by the way. You should read up on that. Greg Staples, another Magic the Gathering guy. ArtStation, Fantasy Art, Official Art, Detailed Painting, ArtStation HD. So the AR 13 by 19. So 13 by 19 is a very common paper size. The AR or suffix here lets us do the aspect ratio we want for the image, and then again the V4 does V4, right? That's pretty accurate. Like he's got the spiky shoulder things, the hair is there. Yeah, this is good. This is real good. I love this one. He kind of looks like the actor Dane DeHaan from he was in the Metallica movie. Yeah, that's interesting. When I did the Yu-Gi-Oh alt arts that looked like kind of like Magic Gathering ish, I did do Blue Eyes White Dragon, but the Midjourney didn't know what that was. So it would always hyper fixate on the eye, so it would give me like a close up of a dragon. I'm hoping this will know what it actually is because it did know a couple of other cards. Like I knew like what the Dark Magician was. And I still think it's kind of fixating on the eyes here. There's some interesting compositions. They're a little like cliche, but interesting nonetheless. I love this one, dude. That one's hilarious. Oh man, this one right here is like Seto Kaiba in the Cobra Kai universe. I want to do a more photorealistic one because I've heard that this V4 is very photorealistic friendly, right? So we will plug in this prompt that I put into Imagine. So I'll read the prompt out loud to you guys. It's medium format film portrait of a beautiful blonde woman wearing a red dress. Blonde, tall, beautiful face, green eyes, close up, soft lighting, Fujifilm 400H, sharp, model, photography, Vogue magazine, Hasselblad 500 cm, Zeiss, Planar 80mm f2.8, bokeh, shot by Annie Leibovitz, Test P, and B4. So and I don't know if these are going to mesh well together because I don't know if the test that'll let me run it with a V4. We'll see, right? But the Test P gives you a little bit better photorealistic results, and I'm hoping the V4 will help as well. So before we run that, I want to show you guys what my methodology for trying to make this thing is, just to try to see if it gives me a little better results. But I try to do the photo shoot type, so it could be like a portrait shoot, it could be a glamour shoot, whatever, right? Daguerreotype shoot. We want to do the model look and details. Want to do the angle or shot type. So it's a cowboy shot, it's a close up, it's a medium close up, it's a wide shot. What type of lighting? We can do harsh lighting, soft lighting, diffuse lighting, cinematic lighting. What type of color grade? For this one, we can do like warm colors, cool colors. We can do warm white balance. In this case, I chose a film type, a film stock as my color grade, so it's Fujifilm 400H. Next up is any reference, so it could be like, oh, well, Vogue magazine, etc., etc., right? And then we go into specifics of what type of camera shot it. So in this case, it was a 500 cm, which is a big Hasselblad camera. What type of lens, which is another, it shows a Zeiss 80mm that goes in that Hasselblad camera. Maybe that'll help me out. Shot by who? So if you want to have a artist as a reference, in this case, I put Annie Leibovitz, who's a very famous artist. Sharp, model, photography, bokeh. All right, so let's run it and see what it spits out. And yeah, it doesn't let me run it with a test. Or actually, let's see if I maybe I did the P wrong on the test there. Maybe it's no space. Let's see here. There we go. And if you see, someone else is already kind of doing a similar thing, right? Photorealistic Sony Alpha 7S, Unreal Engine, volumetric lighting. Oh, and here we go. It's taking its time though. Scared people in a medieval village feeling scared. Yeah, this thing in a couple of years is going to replace all stock photography, guys. I can almost guarantee it. And I think it gave us the result there as if it was shot in a photo studio, right? These are getting there. Definitely. Like the eyes are a little funky on both of them. But wow, just the detail on the pores here. The lip's a little weird. It's off. But the details in there are real nice. Same with this one. It's the nose is off. It's got like a weird tooth going on. We're gonna up-res both of these to see what happens. Hopefully it'll fix the eyes here. And that's funny, usually that test P parameter gives you better looking eyes. And while we're doing that, this is a little better, but the eyes are still really funky. I do appreciate that it tried to give us both skin texture here and a little bit of film grain. That's nice. All right, I'm gonna ask for it to make some variations just for kicks, right? And this one has the same issue. Like everything else is fantastic. The details look good. It's just the eyes are very weird. So far this is real good, by the way. There we go. This one's a little better. Same with this one. Just needed another go there. I mean, I couldn't say these are better than our last set, just because the eyes are still kind of funky. So I think we'll have to abandon that line of image. But here, let's see what these look like. Again, this one has kind of funky eyes still. This one, the eyes are a little better. They still look uncanny valley, but I do like the added detail of the freckles here. And this one's better. It's very close, actually. Just, again, those eyes. That's something, though, if you're industrious, it's something you can't fix in Photoshop. You can just replace those with real eyes, and no one will be the wiser, right? Yeah, even some of, like, right here where it has, like, some film imperfections, I'm very impressed by that. We are going to run that one again. The forest. Just so it gives us a little bit of a background. Again, this one looks really good. The hands are just not there, though. This one looks really good. Like, look at the freckles on her face. The detail on the bokeh is really nice, actually. It's very realistic. Same with this one. Like, it gave us a lot of really good depth of field, and I think it captured the medium format thing well, because like the face is very sharp, but the hair is blurred. Same on this one. So kudos to the machine on that. The hands look horrible down here. They also look horrible here. Same with the eyes, but we'll do a variation on this guy. Not bad, but like again, those eyes look very unrealistic. Let's see if on the up res it'll give it a little fix. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, we are gonna have one last tip. I didn't explain what the IW prefix is. So that is the image weight prefix, right? Or suffix. So when you put that at the end and you post up links, like I showed you at the beginning, it has a certain amount of weight it gives them. If we put this and then we put a weight, like let's say, I believe it begins at 0.25. But if we go up higher, it grabs more colors from that thing, it grabs more textures, it grabs more of the style. So we're going to do one at 0.5. All right, so we'll just run this on V3 and we'll see what happens. Girl in Cafe with Dark Hair V4. Let's see what this is. That's not bad. It has a really cool style to it. I'm assuming this shows us the reference image, right? So you see there, like they plug themselves in just by using a reference image, and it did pretty good off of one image. I'm very impressed by that. Yeah, the V3 for whatever reason always kind of defaults to something like this. I don't know what it is about it. You have to like wrangle it a little more, right? But yeah, none of these. This one looks very cool, but it's not necessarily what we asked it for. Overall, I thought the V4 did a really good job, actually. So that's the end of the video, guys. Let me know what you thought. Put your comments down there on the bottom. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all the goofy things that YouTubers ask you to do. And let me know what you want to see next. This has been the Cardinal King. Out.